So it's Friday, it's about 11:15. I've been at a funeral this morning, so I've got the rest of the day off work. I'm back here at Wergs Hall Fisheries. Uh, like I said in my last video, it's somewhere we've fished quite regularly over the last couple of years. But the last video I made, I wasn't really happy with. I feel like we didn't do Wergs justice. We didn't fish very well at all. So I've come back to try and give it another go, give it another shot, and hopefully catch a few more fish. I'm going to go and get set up, get my rods out, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Peace.
So on two of my rods, I put on the CC More Pacific Tuna, and on the other one, I put the CC More Live System, which is one of my go-to baits on this lake.
So I've got all three rods set. I've got one rod just here in front of this gap. There's one just there in that gap there, and I've got one just here in this margin.
The morning started off a bit slow. It was a bit windy and the water was very choppy, so there wasn't much action on the lake.
So just while I'm waiting for a bite, I'm just going to tell you about this good little deal I've got. So Mason, my nephew, who you will have seen in my other videos, he's for the last few months just been using my spare stuff and old stuff that I've had and kind of thrown together for him so he can come fishing. I've been to Angling Direct the other day and got a really good deal for him. So this is really ideal for anyone who's either starting out or has got kids, or if you're just after a cheap little setup. So first of all, off Amazon, I got him two 6-foot NGT profiler rods, £3 test curve. They were £45 for the two, which I thought was an amazing deal. And then from Angling Direct, I got him this pod, a little 2-rod pod, two of these butt rests, a pack of 3 bobbins, and a 3-in-1 receiver set, which are Discover. And I think I paid for the pod set with the receivers, the bobbins, and the butt rest. I think it was only about 95 quid. So yeah, man, that's a really good deal for anyone who's just starting out, who hasn't got, hundreds of pounds to go and spend on gear, or if you're just looking to get your kids into fishing, or in my case, your nephew. Yeah, man, I thought that was a really good deal, so I thought I'd tell everyone about it. So I've just been over to the cafe, got myself some food, and I'm going to put my rods back out, and I'm going to do something that I don't usually do so early in the session. I'm going to change the spots that I'm fishing in. Don't know why, just decided I was going to have a change up. Mainly because really, 2 of my rods were kind of encroaching on the swim next to me, and there's people booked on, even though they're not here yet. I don't want them to turn up in like 10 minutes time after I've just put the rods out, and I have to reel them back in again. So I'm putting these ones over by the far margin, straight out in front of me. Oh, that was a good cast. I'm happy with that one. Good thing about this place is you don't have to cast up to like 25 wraps to be in a good position. The far margin's probably only 5-6 rod lengths out. So if you want to fish the margins, you just need a little flick like that. There you go. All 3 rods back out now. See if I get a bit more luck than I did earlier on today. So I've just been resetting my rigs. I wasn't convinced that the hooks that I had on were sharp. I'm reading this one in, there's something on it. So, not sure what it is. I think it's a carp. I hope it's not a bream, but this was totally unexpected. Strange, that's never happened to me before. I just picked the rod up and it took off as I picked it up. Yeah, it's a carp. Huh. Didn't expect that at all. Oh no, it's not, it's a pike. Oh my gosh. I've never caught a pike in my life. Look at that. Never caught a pike in my life. I've never even tried to fish for them. And I've ended up catching one, but I don't, like I say, I've never caught a pike. I'm not going to try and handle it because I don't really know how to. I'm just going to go and get him back in. But that was a bit of a surprise. Never fished for pike in my life. I don't have any piking gear. And the thought that I might catch a pike here today never even crossed my mind. I mean, I know there is pike in here, that's common knowledge, but never in a million years did I think I was going to catch one. I'm not trying to. I mean, I suppose I'm using Pacific tuna boilies, which are, you know, fishy baits, and pike are predatory fish. They eat other fish, so maybe it picked up the scent. But yeah, that one totally caught me off guard. I suppose all the pike fishermen are probably laughing their heads off at me now, rightly so, because I did panic a little bit, in all honesty. I don't know how to handle them, so I just got the hook out, left him in the net, and got him back in quick. Yeah, nice little surprise. Oh, there we go. Oh, this one's ripped off, man. Been waiting all day for a carp. And this one's absolutely took me for a runner down the side. I was just starting to tidy up my stuff to get ready to pack up and bleeped a couple of times and then stopped and I turned over. My bobbin was right up against my bite alarm. That's a decent size, that. Oh, that is a nice one. Not the biggest in here by any means, but a gorgeous looking fish. Absolutely pristine. I'm happy to finally catch a carp. That's one pike and one carp in a day session, which isn't too bad on this lake. It's a tough lake to fish, so I'm well happy with that today. Still got another kind of hour and a half left, so I'll get him back in and see if we can catch anything else. Just resetting my rods for the last time. I've got about an hour and a half left before I need to go and pick up my fiance from work. So I've just put fresh baits on, cast them all back out over the same spots. It's been a pretty quiet day on the carp front.
I didn't have any more luck within my last hour and a half, so I just decided to pack up in the end. So 116 pounder and a surprise pike. I'm not too disheartened by that, in all honesty. Wergs is a tough water to fish. Anybody who's fished it will tell you that. So to catch anything on a day session, you've done relatively well. Another carp wouldn't have gone amiss, but it is what it is. That's carp fishing for you. If you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. All of my social media handles now are at samnickel.fishing, so they're all exactly the same, so it should be relatively easy to find now. And hopefully I'll see you in the not too distant future. Peace.